Alright YouTube, what's happening? We were looking at a couple products from Production Hanger 51. These guys are out of Canada, but they make some pretty awesome fire starting stuff. So I've got my fire kit here, and we're going to talk about the fire stick and the FOG-H77A. We're going to do some testing on these guys. This is a Fatwood type material that has been infused. We'll go over more of the details here in a minute. And then we have a cotton type material that's also infused. So we'll do some, this is a 70-gram stick. This thing should last you a long time. I mean, I've done a few fires, well, some testing. I shaved down one of these sticks here pretty good. As you can see, I did some testing on some other knives with this. It's really, really good stuff. And then I did some fat rope testing as well. You can see when you cut it off, it keeps the wrapper on, which keeps it all together, and then you kind of fluff out these fibers, which I'll show in a minute. But both of them are great products, so let's go ahead and we'll talk more about the details and roll in some footage of these great products here. Alright, so let's talk about the fat rope stick. It is a cotton-based material, like I said, pure cotton material, a special braiding that breaks into thousands of microfibers when you rub it in your hands. These microfibers are designed to catch a spark even when wet, and you'll see some of my testing. I did get it wet, and it still held a it still sparked quite well, actually. It's a high gasification formula that each stick was infused with, and the cotton becomes highly resistant to water and wind because of this formula that they use. So this is all, you know, not natural, it's all produced, but it's so effective and so nice, and you can carry it in these sticks. I think this is a fantastic idea. I got this fire kit idea from them, actually. I saw a bunch of their Instagram videos where they had a Maxpedition pouch like this. I think this is a fatty. I'll have to double check. But you can put the sticks in here. You can store like 2 or 3 sticks. You can have some of the FOG-H77A Fatwood in there. So the fat rope stick itself, you can buy on Amazon, I believe. No, actually, it's through. That's right. Fiddleback Outpost is the U.S. manufacturer distributor for fat rope stick and the ultimate fire tinder that they sell as well. So it comes in a little tin, and then this FOG Fatwood here. So starts at $8 a stick for the fat rope stick, and the FOG, I'm not sure. They don't have it on their website yet. So I'm not sure how much it costs yet. They did send it in to me for review, kind of testing and such. Let's see what they sell it for right on their website, because they do offer it directly from their site, and they will ship worldwide. Oh, there's all kinds of people that, now there's a bunch of distributors: Bushcraft Outfitters, Urban Preppers Fat Rope Stick, 801 Gun. I wonder if that's a local, because 801 is my area code. I'm curious. So anyway, it sells for $8 for the fat rope stick. So the FOG-H77A is a little bit different product. It is a Fatwood, and here's what it comes like wrapped, packaged, and then you can see here I've cut into this one quite a bit, and I'll roll in some footage here in a minute. Some testing I did with the Fatwood. But it is so instead of being a cotton based, obviously, it is Fatwood based. And they basically have used some modern technology, and they've basically recreated Fatwood in their in their manufacturing facilities. The downside of regular Fatwood is the strong smell, its tackiness, it's sticky, makes it harder to kind of transport and carry around with you. In their laboratory, they recreated this Fatwood with basically coming up with this FOG-H77A, and it weighs 31 grams. And there's more resin in this wood. There's more resin than wood in this Fatwood, so it takes, and you'll see here in the footage, it takes a spark so fast, it lights up so quick, it burns. Alright, so currently they don't have this available for sale on their site. It's on there. It takes you to a Amazon Prime in Canada, Amazon Canadian link, and it takes you actually to fat rope sticks. So I'll have to let them know their links aren't working right now for the FOG, but I'm assuming it'll be close in price to the fat rope stick, probably around $8 is my guess, under $10. And Right now, all the U.S. distributors, I haven't seen them selling it quite yet, so it's a very new product, but it will be coming to market here pretty soon. So anyways, very cool stuff. More resin than wood. It's very soft. I mean, you can actually take the spine. I'll just kind of demonstrate here. Got my little Opinel number 6, but I have come to love this little knife for a ferro rod striker. It's pretty hard to beat, and it's got a really sharp spine, and you can get some really good shavings of this stuff. As you can see here, I'm shaving off, just not even using the blade of my knife, but just the spine of this Opinel here. You can get some really fine shavings. So you don't even have to use your knife. You can just get a nice pile of this and light that, and you can start a fire pretty quick. So like that stuff. And then if you obviously want to use the blade, it's very soft wood, so it really just cuts right into it. Would make a great feather stick. I'm not a great feather stick maker, but this stuff makes a great feather sticks. So alright, so let's go ahead and roll in some footage of this, and then we'll kind of wrap up the video. Got this awesome stuff from Hanger 51, their new it's called FOG-H77A. I'm going to do a review on this, but it is a Fatwood that they've kind of manufactured, and just going to do some shavings on this. I'm going to make a little pile here so we can capture all the shavings. See how it does on some wood here. I'm not really trying to feather stick or anything, so just this is pretty soft wood. It's wax infused Fatwood, so that's doing just fine. Shaving off some shavings for me, which is what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish here. Some fine shavings for some tinder. Notice I changed my grip up a little bit. I'm not using the thumb disc when I'm doing carving things. I'm just... This stuff is so smooth, this wood. Get those shavings off, it's pretty effortless, and it'll take a spark really, really well. I'm not going to do that here because we're indoors. But I'm just going to get a nice little pile of the shavings, put them in a little tinder box, you know, so I have them for later. But just want to do some more testing on some different types of materials. Nice and comfortable in the hand. Yep. Nice to use, so that could be, you know, something you may need to use it for, some woodworking type things. Also did some obviously cardboard cutting, which is going to be mainly what your EDC knives are going to see is cardboard. Alright, so I got some of the shavings here. I'd already carved off when doing some other knife testing just recently. We're going to put them here in this wet. It's a perfect day just to test these out. It's nice and you can see the snow coming down lightly right now. This is all wet in this area. We're going to try the fire still first. And we got the Bic lighter necessary. Let's see how we do here. There we go, look at that. Boom, shakalaka. Get a nice spark. Lighten, some fire. wet conditions. Yeah, this stuff's great. Super easy to work with. Good stuff. Still burning. Good stuff. Alright, this time we're trying the SOL little spark dude. There it is. See how well it takes a spark from this. Got it pretty well fluffed up. Look at that. Pretty quick, even with this little doohickey that I've always kind of felt wasn't the best thing. Those are pretty sweet. So it takes a spark from that, obviously from a ferro rod as demonstrated before, and then we'll do a test with the Bic lighter, which is going to be no problem at all. So. Alright, so this is the normal size you might get out of cutting one little piece off. We're just going to line it with the Bic, because it's obviously going to take that. And we're just going to do a time test here, see how long it burns. Stay tuned. Alright, we're starting to fade, but it has been, focus there camera, over 5.5 minutes. So we're going to easily reach 6 minutes, it looks like. So not only is it light easy with multiple types of strikers, or combustion I guess you'd say, it also is also water resistant, like I showed with the water bottle test, and it burns for a long time. So if you can't start a fire with that, I mean, you got like pretty much 6 minutes here in pretty good conditions, pretty chilly, but not bad weather or anything. You got problems if you can't start a fire that fast. So very good stuff. Again, this is the fat rope stick from production hanger 51. Also sent me the fat rope stick, which I reviewed in a separate video. And that stuff's great also. So those guys up in Canada definitely know what they're doing. Look at that, it's actually still rocking. It might be catching some of those leaves. They're pretty wet though. That looks like it's still a fat rope stick. So we're going over 6 minutes now. Almost 7 minutes. So definitely good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so wrapping up the video. This stuff is awesome. I want to thank Production Hanger 51 for sending me the fat rope and the fat rope stick and the FOG-H77A. Both awesome fire starters that should be part of your fire kit. Whether you're into survival, camping, outdoors, whatever, bushcraft. This is kind of a must-have item in my opinion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.